What's up, gang? Hey, in this video I'm gonna show you signs that you actually care too much, because there's a lot of guys that think that they don't care, or they think that they turned their care down enough. But I want to show you some signs. I want to tell you some signs that you need to look out for if you ever catch yourself caring too much. Like, at the end of the day, you can think that you care at the right amount and then you struggling getting results, and you be like, but I'm turning my care down. But you need to see signs to understand what I'm really talking about. But without further ado, man, we're gonna jump into the video. But before we do, hit that subscribe button and hit that like button if you like this video, and let's get it. All right, man, so in this video I wanted to break down, signs that basically tell yourself that you care too much about a chick. You feel me? And the reason I wanted to break down these signs is because it's a lot of dudes that be listening to my content. I be having dudes that like think they know what I'm talking about, but like not really. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, they be like, man, nah, man, I don't really care about no chick, man. I don't care about no chick, man. I be on my purpose, man. I be doing this, I be doing this. And then I be like, all right, bro, let's go out. And then they go out. They see me out here hustling, talking to chicks. They see me out here, getting turned down sometimes, moving on quick. Sometimes not getting turned down. They'll see me making out with a chick. They'll see me pulling a chick. They'll see me doing all kind of crazy shit like this. And then I sit back and look for them and be like, hey, man, how many girls you talk to? Nah, man, I'm just chilling tonight. You know what I mean? Nah, man, you know what I mean? I don't care enough about them to even give them the validation. So I want to break down like what not caring about a chick really looks like, because some guys really be getting it confused for real. Like, you know what I mean? And I make these mistakes all the time, so I'm not gonna sit here and act like I don't. I'm gonna tell you 100% the truth on these goddamn videos. I don't give a fuck if I blow up. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. I'm just gonna be, all I know is to turn on this goddamn camera and be 100% authentic. I don't know nothing else. You feel me? I don't give a fuck. I know when I jumped on this goddamn camera, I know it's gonna come with some haters. I know it's gonna come with some backlash. I know it's gonna come with some people talking shit. I know it's gonna come with some motherfucking fake ass content creators trying to, I know that shit gonna come with all that shit. You know what I mean? I'm a new channel, but I know what this shit gonna come with, bro. Like, motherfucker, I know what the fuck be going on in the internet, and I still be working, and I still be getting money, and I still be doing whatever the fuck I gotta be doing to make shit happen and make shit work. You feel me? So I ain't worried about none of that shit, because I truly am at a stage where I do not give a fuck. Life is a lot more fun when you do not give a fuck. For real. Life is a lot more fun when you do not give a fuck. I played ball all day with some legits. They was out here talking shit. They was sizing me up. They didn't think I could ball, whatever. I ended up being on their team. The game that they won when I was on their team was when I took over the game. I took over the whole fucking game. I hit like 80% of my shots. I hit a bunch of threes. I hit a bunch of cuts to the basket, layups, all kinds of shit. We won the game. But then they wanted they little homeboy to motherfucking take over, and they say, nah, man, give him the ball. He cold. We lost the game when that nigga took over. When that nigga had the ball in his hands the whole time. Even though when they was sizing me up, they talking shit. But I don't give a fuck. You feel me? Like, nigga, I don't give a fuck. Like, they trying to look down like, oh, this nigga ain't like us and da-da-da. Matter of fact, motherfucker, if I played you little niggas one-on-one, I'd probably destroy you niggas, for real. You feel me? Because I work on my shot. You know what I mean? If I'm not shooting at a high percentage, or if it ain't hitting like it should, okay, I'ma drive. Okay, I know when to kick. Okay, I know when to pass that bitch. You feel me? I don't got all the goddamn basketball shit down packed. You feel me? The screening and the rolling and window cutting, all that bullshit. But I'm a competitor and I like to win. And the reason I talk about this basketball shit, even though I know that we talking about women, is that transfers over when it comes to women with me. I am a competitor and I like to fucking win. Whatever that fucking means. You feel me? I like to win in Connect 4. I like to win in chess. I don't play chess, my bad. I meant to say checkers. If I ever learned how to play chess, trust me, I'll be up all night trying to win at that. I went to the casino. I'm ahead on the casino playing baccarat, playing blackjack. I stopped going to casino because it's not something, it's not beneficial for me long term type shit, you feel me, like that, because I'm too competitive and I know the motherfuckers gonna get my ass. But I'm up on them like probably like 5 bands and I just quit cold turkey. That's one thing about me, is I've never been a nigga that couldn't quit something. I used to smoke weed every motherfucking day when I was like starting around 15, and then right after college, like a few years after college, I quit marijuana cold fucking turkey. Like, it was no nothing I needed. It was no talk I needed. It was none of that shit. I quit that shit cold turkey. You know what I mean? Used to get fucked up in college with alcohol, but only at parties. I never was an alcoholic. But like, I can go fucking months without drinking and it won't faze me. I go out and don't drink. It don't faze me. So I never been the type to hold on to something so hard or hold on to something so long to the point where, you know what I mean, it's gonna fuck up my life. Even with gambling, you feel me? When I was cracking their ass in the casino, I told myself, I say, man, with how competitive I am, this shit ain't gonna end well with me. I just know my motherfucking self, because it ain't even about the chips and the money. It's about me beating these motherfuckers every goddamn day. You feel me? And I went through a stint where I was going up to the casino every day, and I was up about 5 bands, and I start, you feel me? I just say, shit, I know what it's gonna lead, because the moment I start motherfucking losing, I'm gonna be motherfucking hot. I'm gonna have to come up here every day till I get my shit back, and I know my goddamn personality. So one of the reasons why I want to teach young men about these women is because that's how it was when it came to like dating and shit. Once I got heartbroken, once I became a manhole, a fuck boy, a playboy, whatever the fuck these little bitches want to call me, I really don't give a fuck. One of the things that I do is I obsess over becoming the best and winning at the highest percentage. But I realized the way to win at the highest percentage is truly just not giving a fuck. And that was a piece of me that I had to, that was something I had to understand in order to get to the next level. That was something that was hard for me, because it was so, I'm such a winner. Like, I'm such a, if I want to do some shit, I want to win at that shit. But I didn't actually start really winning in life, in happiness and shit like that, was when I actually turned down my care. I didn't start winning that life until I turned down my care. You feel me? Like the old me in the basketball game today, the old me, even though when I won the first game against them guys by me taking over all the shots, the old me would have did the same thing again. We would have won again, but that's just who I fucking am. This time I say, all right, man, because it was them three. They was homeboys. I was the fourth nigga on. So if y'all think TJ better than me, I'm just, when I get the ball, I'm gonna defer that shit to TJ, to y'all homeboy, because that's y'all nigga. Y'all say he cold, y'all say he that, and the kid was cold, but I can beat the kid. I know I can destroy the kid one-on-one. Like, it wasn't, I was shooting at a higher percentage. I can do everything better than the kid, but that's they homeboy. I'm on their team. You feel me? The new me don't give that much of a fuck. I feel like the older I get, the less my care turn down and the happier my life be. You feel me? I don't have no animosity. All right, that's how y'all want to live. Y'all want to live and die by y'all little boy TJ. Y'all go ahead and do your thing. You know what I mean? So the stuff that I'm gonna teach you guys to let you realize, if you really care too much, you gotta understand. I know you guys are grown ass men. I know you guys gonna do what you gonna do. You feel me? And I know you guys gonna make mistakes, but I'm just gonna give you these signs that you might actually care too much. So one of the things that I notice with guys that actually care too much, but they act like they don't, or they act like they really follow my channel and really taking me serious, is, you know, they can't handle rejection well. That's a thing that guys, if they give too much of a fuck, they can't handle rejection well. Like it eats them alive. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just something about it. They hate the thought of rejection so much that they don't even try. You feel me? They hate the thought of rejection so much that they don't even try. But the hood niggas, the motherfuckers that be getting pussy, the motherfuckers, they be talking to bitches as if they don't even think rejection is a fucking possibility. They really just don't give a fuck. Like, you know what I mean? These niggas got other shit to worry about. They gotta worry about the feds watching. They gotta worry about they motherfucking, did they have enough money to re-up? They gotta worry about all this motherfucking hood gangster shit. You think they give a fuck about a bitch saying no? That's one thing that I had to really learn. Is like, I gotta fucking understand that a rejection is just a fucking rejection. I gotta let it linger with me. I gotta not let it hurt my ego. Sometimes it does, right? Like I said, I'm not perfect when it comes to this shit. But what I'm trying to tell you guys is the guys that care so much about rejection that they don't even try in the first place, that shows that you care too much about that girl's opinion, right? Like, I done been out with guys and they be like, oh man, I don't drink, I don't go to bars. I'm like, okay, what about that hot chick you seen at Target? What about that hot chick that you seen when you was at the gas station? What about that? He said, nah man, they be on the phone and stuff. I be like, hey bruh, like, if you really didn't give a fuck, you'll say, hey, I'm CJ, like, even when she on the fucking phone type shit. You feel me? Even when she on the phone type shit, you will still introduce yourself. And then they'll say shit like, well, that's not polite. Okay, the fact that you care about being polite is too much care. The guy that she throwing that pussy to ain't worrying about, is he polite to her? Is he nice to her? These thoughts don't cross that guy's mind. Am I being polite? Am I being polite to her? Does she like me? If you worried about you being polite to her, that is too much care within of itself. Because you're not a guy who moves to the beat of his own drum. The way I figure life out is, as long as I'm not physically hurting somebody or physically like causing harm to a person's life, it is fair game. If a bitch gonna think that I'm physically causing harm to her life because I introduce myself to her, bitch, that's your problem. That's not my problem. Like, let's just call a spade a spade. If I introduce myself to you and you think the world has ended because I introduce myself to you, bitch, you got serious issues. That's the way I look at it. But motherfucker, I'm still gonna be me. And you can fucking reject me and blah 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 and whatever the case is, I'm gonna move on. I am going to move on, because at the end of the day, I'm like, I give myself a pat on the back, but like, hey, young fella, hey young nigga, you did what a real nigga would do. You go for what you want. You know what I mean? I'm not the guy that's gonna sit around and wait for choosing signals. I'm not the guy that's gonna settle for a bitch that don't like me. I'm not the guy that's gonna settle for a bitch that I don't like. I'm gonna go for the chick that I like, even if it may piss a bitch off. Even if it may piss a bitch off. I had a situation with two girls was they both was, well, not both of them. One of them was really on me. Like, one of them, like, I had to talk to him. It was a two-set, so they together. But the one that I wanted, when I went in, that's the one I was trying to talk to. But the one that liked me was start talking to me. And it got to the point where, like, she started touching me and shit. Because you gotta understand, girls, they don't like game like us. If a girl had to game a guy, they're very fucking physical. Like, girls that like if a girl had to be in a position of a guy and actually had to introduce themselves, and I've tried this. I've talked to my rotation chicks. I've talked to chicks. I say, if you were a guy, how would you talk to girls? I'd be like, you know what them girls say? They'd be like, I'll tell her, hey, come here, and grab her by the wrist. I'd be like, so you just gonna grab random girls? They'd be like, yeah. They'd be like, we like that. We like a guy that like is aggressive and assertive with us and grabs us. I'm like, no, bitch, you only like that for guys that you're attracted to, motherfucker. Like, you feel me? Like, if a ugly ass fucking dude that's not even your minimum attraction threshold just grabbed you, that is a completely different story. And then she was just like, yeah, that's true, but you know, guys should have a sense if we like them or not. I'm like, motherfucker, like, that's why I say, bro, don't listen to girls when they give advice. Please don't, bro. Your ass gonna end up hurt somewhere. You feel me? Because this the thing with women. Women can't protect themselves for the most part, but women are really good at getting simp ass men to protect them for them. You get what I'm trying to say? Women can't protect themselves, but they're really good at getting simps to protect them for them. And some simps got muscles, and some simps can fight. Like, just cause y'all call a nigga a simp cause he's soft on a bitch, that don't mean he not a dominant ass man. When I was a simp, bro, when I was a simp and getting played by bitches, my girlfriends and shit, I still could fight and shit. I still was one of the hardest hitters on my football team. My first football game, I broke a kid's ribs. A little bit because I was just fucking, we grew up in a fucking crazy ass fucking football setup. You feel me? We had a short, stocky, militant coach, crazy ass white dude. We had a damn near all-American fucking all-star player who had to cut weight because he had so much muscle to play in our games. And the way they made this little kid cut weight, which was torturous, was they would put him in a hot car in Florida, 100-degree fucking weather, and make him sweat out. This kid was the toughest motherfucking kid. I blacked out every time I went head up with this motherfucker. He was the toughest, still to this day, he was the toughest motherfucker I've ever did a head up drill with. This motherfucker was, my mom would call him a crybaby because he cried all the time. But I'm like, this nigga is, now that I'm looking back at it, I'm like, he's crying because these motherfuckers was trying to kill him. They would make this nigga wear sweatsuits, trash bags, all this shit, put him in a hot car, make him sweat everything out, and then play a football game. Because the weigh-ins was right, in Pee Wee football, Pop Warner football, the weigh-ins was right before the game. So they would literally dehydrate this kid. Fucking, the kid was smoking weed way younger than me. These motherfuckers was getting high way before I started smoking. You feel me? I didn't start until I was like 10th grade, 9th grade, fucking high school. These motherfuckers was smoking since they was kids. So this motherfucker used to cry a lot, have a lot of mental issues, but he was strong as fuck. Cause his brothers used to beat the fuck out of him. And his brothers was all stocky motherfuckers. His brothers was dominant. His older brother was the leagues ahead of us, the weight classes ahead of us. All his brothers used to do was just run niggas over. Every time his brother would get the ball, you just hear bow, and he just keep running. Bow, keep running. It got to the point where they stopped wanting to tackle his brother. The kid we had on our team could do everything. That motherfucker could run your ass over. He would throw kids off of him. Like, this is real shit. Dehydrated and all. A kid would run up to him. Not only would he stiff arm the nigga, he would throw the kid and score a touchdown. The motherfucker scored every fucking time he touched the fucking ball. He was our running back. So this the type of shit that I be talking about. Dudes are strong as fuck, and especially with their upbringing. And simps can be very powerful men. Like I said, when I was a simp, I wasn't a weak man. Like, motherfucker, I still was fighting, I still was getting in trouble, I still was doing all this shit. It's just when it came to bitches, I was soft and sweet on a bitch. So what you gotta understand with women is, you know, this girl telling you to grab a bitch, that's how you talk to a bitch. You just, the one you like, you just grab her by the wrist and shit. Okay, motherfucker, women get men to protect them. Simp ass men to protect them. Simp ass men that don't even fucking know them. If you want to be the motherfucker grabbing a motherfucker, and this the thing about me, I can fight, but I would rather not fight ever. Because the way my mind works when it's a fight, because I've watched a lot of fucking animals in the wild and shit like that. When two lions fight, if lions kill each other all the time, but they territorial. So if another tribe of lions crosses the line of another lion, the males have to go head to head with this guy because he's on the wrong side, right? It's just like gang war type shit. When lions fight, or anything in the wild, 9 times out of 10, when they fight, death happens. They don't fight to wrestle, hope somebody break it up, and then go on about their fucking business. When lions fight, death happens. One of them motherfuckers is gonna die. You feel me? And I've witnessed that grueling shit. So the way I think of fights is like, okay, a street fight with no rules, no boxing, no nothing like that, death is a possibility. That's the way I think of that fights. So I've tried to avoid those at all times and all costs, or whatever the case is, just from just common fucking sense. I tell people to care less, but I don't say be careless. You feel me? Now, I'm not gonna tell you motherfuckers to listen to a bitch and say, oh, just grab the bitch. But that's how women fucking do game. When women got a game, guys, they grab them. So I went into this 2-set. The girl I went for, I'm trying to talk to her, but her friend grabbing me and touching me and shit. Like, she grabbed my arm. She like, oh, you work out, like doing this shit. And I'm not even the biggest motherfucker. I ain't even gonna lie, but that's just who she was. She grabbed me, touching me and shit. I'm like, motherfucker, I'm really here for your goddamn friend, for real. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, this who the fuck I'm really here for. Like, you know what I mean? And a lot of guys won't even approach a 2-set solo because they care too fucking much. You feel me? But when we get closer and closer into the conversation, I'm feeling out that the friend is the one that liked me way more than the girl that I went for. But does that deter me from going for the girl that I go for? No. Even the friend was just like, oh, you the one I was trying to talk to, she was like, you're her type. Like she like black men, she like this, she like you her type. Most niggas in that scenario, they gonna be like, man, I'm gonna take the bitch that want me type shit, right? that's a nigga that give a fuck about the bitch too much. I basically, the friend, even though the friend touching me and all this shit like that, I'm like, nah, I came for you. Pissed the fucking friend off. So I'm talking about pissed her the fuck off. Like, this motherfucker's like looking at me like, who the fuck? Like, bad energy for the whole time I'm still talking to a friend. Like, just pissed the fuck off. You feel me? But at the end of the day, bro, if you care about a woman's feelings too damn much, you care too fucking much. Like, for real. Like, if you care too much, you care. Like, if you care about her feelings and how she's gonna respond and all this bullshit, you care too much about the chick. You feel me? So I carried it out with the one that I wanted. You know what I mean? We had a decent conversation, and I was excluding her from her friend. I said, hey, let me show you something real quick. Let me show you something real quick. Which leads me to my second point. No, we're going to stay on the first point because it's another thing that I got to address. A lot of guys, if they making too many excuses to talk to a chick, and this is my problem too sometimes, I ain't going to lie. Sometimes, even if I like a chick a lot, and I see her on the phone, or I see her with her mom, or I see her like this, I care too much about her to even introduce myself. Because it's not about her, it's about what you want. There's a reason why girls like selfish men. I make excuses for myself sometimes, and I'm guilty of this, and I always try to catch myself and be like, man, I'm caring too much, and I go in. Now, once I'm in the set, I usually don't make many mistakes. You feel me? And I still get rejected. Even when you don't make many mistakes, you can still get rejected because you don't even meet her minimum threshold, her minimum attraction level. Like I've had situations where I'll talk to a chick that's my type, and motherfucker, I won't make one mistake. This bitch just ain't going, bro. And then you will see her later that night, and it's not about height, it's not about nothing, but it'll be like a short, like Spanish white looking dude that's just more of her motherfucking type. Like, you feel me? Like, she just more into, maybe she into white guy, maybe whatever the fucking case is, and she'll be going for that nigga. Like, and I'd be like, damn, I ain't make one mistake with this bitch. Like, you know what I mean? But I didn't even meet her minimum threshold. Like, you know what I mean? Like, she was short with, like, she wasn't going for shit. But at the end of the day, that's not gonna deter me from going after the women that I like. Nothing is gonna deter me from going after the women that I like. I'm not gonna lower my standards. I'm not gonna change my game plan. I'm not gonna switch shit up because I know what works at the highest percentage for me. Right? I know some people you ain't gonna get no matter what the fuck you do. You can dance, you can whatever the fucking case is, it is what it is. You feel me? At the end of the day. And even if you get caught into the mindset thinking that, damn, I should have said this, I should have did this, I should have did this, you care too much. You give too much of a fuck. Which will lead me right into my next point. My next point is, if you are talking to a chick, like, you got over the part of not caring too much to at least introduce yourself, right? I tell you not to think of nothing after you introduce yourself. But if you are in a conversation with a chick and you feel yourself like not being your true self for whatever the fuck the reason is, if you feel yourself not responding how you would normally respond, not being witty, not motherfucking just being your true self in that interaction, right? 80-20, let this bitch talk, but be your motherfucking self, then you care too much. That's another sign that you care too much. Like, if you trying to be something that you're not, like, if you trying to, like, you know, do something or go do something crazy, or say something crazy, or say something that you wouldn't normally say, or be something that you wouldn't normally be, or anything, if you catch yourself doing that shit while you're in conversation, that's another sign that you give a fuck too much. You care too much about this chick opinion. I done been in sets where girls have been like I told you, that 2 set, the girl has been feeling me, and I literally just like, nah, I came for her. But that's some shit, that's what I would naturally fucking do. Like, it ain't no overthought shit. It ain't no I'm like, man, I gotta nip this shit in the bud, because this bitch keep touching me and keep trying to fucking, you know, interrupt who the fuck I came here for. Bitch, I came for your fucking friend. You feel me? And even if your friend don't like me, I'm still not going to settle for you. Even if your friend turned me down, I'm still not going to settle for you. That is the definition of a guy who does not care too much about a bitch and moves to the beat of his drum. Because in my opinion, the friend was a lot hotter. The friend was more of my type, right? Somebody else looking at it, they be like, man, I like that bitch more. That's another thing I don't give a fuck about. When my other guy friends try to tell me who I should fucking like. Don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Man, let's go to 2-set, man. Nah, I don't feel like it. Why not, man? They both cute. No the fuck they ain't. If you want me to go, and sometimes some of my friends, we have the same taste. So sometimes the motherfucker want me to go on the 2-set, and he be like, but I got the blonde, I got this chick, or I got the Spanish chick, or I got the that chick right there. And I'm like, hold up, motherfucker. If I go on that set, bitch, we gonna go for the same girl type shit. I'm not going for that motherfucking bitch that's her friend that's ugly as fuck. Bro, she not that bad. See, that's where I draw the line. That's where I draw the motherfucking line. You ain't finna tell me what the fuck I find attractive, cause I'm still gonna have to work for the pussy no matter how ugly the bitch is or whatever the case is. So if I'm gonna put in the work for this bitch, I'd rather enjoy the meal. It's almost like hunting or some shit like that. Like, motherfucker, if I'm the one that gotta go out here and hunt and kill the meat and all this shit like that, I might as well catch the motherfucking shit I actually want to enjoy. You feel me? Like, I'd rather get the chick that I want to actually enjoy my time with this bitch. Enjoy the pussy. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, that's the chick that I motherfucking want. I don't want the motherfucking chick that I feel like, oh, I'm here because my boy want me to be here. I'm settling. Your friend hot as fuck, but I'm just here because, I'm trying to, help my boy out. I tell my boys all the time, I be like, nigga, why you so afraid to go in by yourself? Man, the friend's gonna stop me. No, the fuck she's not. You know how many fucking 2-sets alone I've been in and the friend did not fucking stop me? The friend didn't do shit. If she see her friend vibing and whatever, or if she try to do some shit and you being your true self, you be like, hey, hold up. Man, hold up. I gotta get a number or something. Like, you ain't just gonna take her away from me. You gotta fucking be a fucking man. You feel me? And I remember the times where I cared too much and it sticks with me. Right? I remember I was talking to a chick. I thought me and the bitch was vibing. But her fat, ugly ass motherfucking friend said, she don't fucking like you. Can't you read the signs? You need to leave. Blah, blah, blah. I remember the old me would have said, bitch, shut the fuck up. Like, that was the old me. I would have said that shit. The new me, I sat there and let this bitch talk shit to me. And that motherfucker stuck with me for 3 days. And I said, why the fuck I let this fat, ugly bitch talk to me? Real talk, I would have... This happened throughout high school. This happened but in college, it wasn't that bad. College, I went to like a private school. Girls wouldn't even be that fucking crazy to fucking try a man like that. But back in high school, motherfuckers was gangster as fuck. You be talking to the chick, the bitch started talking shit. Hey, nigga, I ain't talking to you. Shut your ass up. Back to what I was saying. You feel me? And I got to a point where I was like, damn, man, I'm starting to care too motherfucking much. Cause I'll go out with my boys and they wanna run game. That's why I hate niggas that do game, right? They be like, man, we gonna run game tonight. We gotta pull something tonight. Any nigga that care too much to say they gotta pull something, that's when they go to making mistakes. That's when they go to this. And that's when I go to making fucking mistakes, right? If I go out and I say, damn, I gotta pull something tonight, I go to making a lot of mistakes. And one of those mistakes is not being myself. And my true motherfucking self, when a bitch start talking shit, is, hey, chill the fuck out. Who the fuck you talking to, nigga? You don't know me. Like, you talking to me like you motherfucking know me or some shit like that. I will blow the set. I will blow the whole motherfucking set if a bitch get disrespectful. Even if it's not the bitch that I'm talking to. If she get real rude and disrespectful, I don't give a fuck about none of you hoes for real. Matter of fact, I stopped liking you, bitch, because the company you hang around. What make this bitch think she can talk to me like that? You know what I mean? Like, I could be a crazy ass motherfucker. Like, you don't fucking know. You know what I mean? You never know who you motherfucking talking to. And that's the world that we live in, is women have got comfortable disrespecting men. Women have got comfortable thinking all men ain't shit. That men are beneath them. Like, that is the reason this channel exists, bro. We are not beneath you hoes for real. Like, let's get shit straight. There is not one realm you put an average woman in with an average man that she come out on top. Unless that nigga let her. Because he cares too much. So what has happened is so many men have let women run all over them because of too much care that they actually believe that they can run over men. Like, it's not the case. And it's not even physical. Like, I'm for real. Like, sometimes girls be trying to get in arguments and shit with me. And even intellectually, I be like, girl, you can't keep up. Like, the shit you say, you just can't keep up with a nigga. Like, just chill, bro. It ain't even worth it. Like, you can't. Like, even intellectually, motherfuckers can't even keep up with you. Because they not even used to no pushback. They not even used to a man talking to them like that for real. They not used to it. They not used to a man putting them in their place. Or they not used to a man not listening to what they tell them to do. Like, I literally seen girls walk up to my boy and he's like, she's so hot, bro. She's so hot. And he'll walk up to her and he'll go to talking to her. And then she just like, he's like, hey, let me get your number. And she just say, oh, if you want my number, you got to buy me a drink. And then I see him walking over to the bar. I be like, oh, hell no. I say, first of all, even though you got her number, she's never going to text you. She lost all respect for you. Be like, nah, bro, she is going to text me. And as soon as she takes the drink, you see her looking at her friends, giving them hints. Girls give other girls little hints like, come get me, bitch. Come, I got the drink. Let's go. You get what I'm trying to say? So I've watched men get disrespect after disrespect after disrespect, getting played, and girls go back and laugh. And then I call my boy. I said, I bet she ain't text you. He said, nah, bro, she ain't text me back, bro. I said, bro, that's where you gotta fucking have the backbone, and you gotta stand up to that bitch and tell her, hell no, motherfucker. If I gotta buy you a drink to get your number, bro, fuck that. I don't want your number. Like, for real. Like, I don't want it that bad. Like, you cute and all, but motherfucker, hell nah. It ain't like that. So that's another big thing too, is that guys are afraid to be themselves. Yes, the 80-20 rule is the best rule, but if a bitch try you, you gotta be yourself, who you are, right? I'm not expecting every guy to be like me. I'm not telling you guys, when I'm telling you shit on my channel and I tell you how I would respond to things, that's honestly, truly how I handle things, right? Like, when I'm telling you guys how I hook up with chicks, what I do with their hand, you don't gotta do what the fuck I do, right? If you got a better technique or something that fits your personality more, you can use it. And if you're okay with the lower percentage, that's cool. Like, you know what I mean? Like, some guys, they'll be like, man, I like doing it this way. I know it ain't gonna be the optimal percentage to get the many women that I want, but this how I like running my shit. More power to you, bro. You know what I mean? But I'm also gonna be honest with your ass and tell your ass, hey, bro, I can't game with you for real. Like if I want to go on a set, like the little Israel nigga, the nigga always want to game with me, and I tell this nigga, I be like, hey man, I find this girl attractive. I don't want you in the set. And he a hard-headed motherfucker. He'll still walk in the set and fuck it up, cause our styles is so completely different. Nigga, I don't got a problem with your little lover boy shit, but just don't do that shit around me, motherfucker. Like, god damn, nigga, like, what the fuck? Like, I'm over here trying to motherfucking do my shit with the bitch, and she keep looking at her friend like, what is he? Like, I had situations where badass bitch I'm talking to, and the girls just keep looking over. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, what's going on? She's like, is that your friend? What is he doing to my friend? Girl, we gotta go to the bathroom. I be like, god damn, nigga, chill. He's like, I get bored. I'm so horny, I get bored. I have to touch and feel. Homeboy, if you wasn't white, homeboy, I think you would be in jail, motherfucker, for real. You know what I mean? And I'm surprised he ain't beat up because he a little nigga. I'm surprised ain't nobody whoop his ass yet. But that's besides the point. I really want to give you signs that if you care too much, these are the signs. The first thing is you're afraid to approach a chick that you find attractive. That is the sign of a guy who cares too much. Because you care too much about what she thinks. You care too much about if she's going to reject you, if she's going to like you, all this bullshit. Too much care. No matter where the fuck she at. And no matter who she with. And maybe she might be with a guy. And you still might introduce yourself. And if the guy be like, hey man, this is my bitch, this is my girl. Be like, oh, hey bro, no disrespect, bro. I didn't know, man. You know what I mean? Whatever. Like, I just want to introduce myself, right? If you introduce yourself, you still give yourself leeway to whatever. Hey, I just want to introduce myself. It is what it is. You know what I mean? I ain't know that was a chick. Hey, it is what it is. You feel me? You can always get out of a fight, because at the end of the day, you want to avoid fights at all time, because fights ain't really meant for two niggas to throw down. It's really meant in real life when people fought back in the day, like, motherfucker, somebody was finna die. Like that's really what a fight. So understanding that, you be like, is a bitch that don't want me really worth my motherfucking life? Probably not. Or is it worth me taking a life which still will cost me mine? You get what I'm trying to say? Because even if you took that other man's life, it still's gonna cost you your life, because motherfuckers gonna try to put you in a penitentiary. Motherfuckers gotta go through some lawyer shit. You gonna take a financial hit, even with the lawyer shit. All kind of shit gonna happen, you feel me? So like, you really gotta think shit through, like, on that area. But for the most part, using common sense, I ain't say be careless, but I'm saying careless. For the most part, using fucking common sense, you gotta ask yourself, is this a girl that I want? And if it's a girl that you want, go over, introduce yourself. Because if you don't introduce yourself, you care too much. And then when you talking to her, even though I say 80-20, that's my thing. I like 80-20. That works the highest percentage for me. Be your fucking self. Whatever that is, right? I'm a little bit more naturally, I'm a little bit more, now that I know myself for real, I don't like disrespect. And I would be lying to myself if I sat down and handled it. Like, that's a part of me that ain't myself. So if anybody openly disrespects me, like, I can take a joke. That's not what I'm talking about. But I'm talking about real disrespect, where girls' tones and they fucking try to talk down to you type shit change. I'm gonna check that shit. But that's who I am, right? At that point, I don't give a fuck about the bitch no more. That's just me being who the fuck I am. So if you're in the set talking to somebody, are you afraid to be who you truly are? Right? Are you afraid to like whatever you are, whatever? I know myself, motherfucker. I you know, I like talk a little shit. I'm a little mean. I'm a little this, whatever the case. I'm not gonna sit here and hide it, right? I'm a little mean to bitches. I'm a little this. I'm a little that. You feel me? You know, and I do it with a smile, because me being mean, girls be like, you mean, but it ain't disrespectful mean in my opinion, because it's me just fucking. That's just how I keep myself amused. You feel me? But that's just who I am. I'm not telling you to be that, but I'm letting you know what works for me. I'm a little bit motherfucking mean. It is what it is. That's what I'm gonna be. I'm gonna be myself. If I'm putting my time and wasting my time talking to this bitch, not wasting my time, because I'm trying to get this bitch draws, I'm gonna be my motherfucking self. That's another thing. Third thing, if you care too much about this bitch liking you back, or if you care too much about this bitch having an orgasm or anything about her, that shows that you care too much. Does she like me back? You know, or let's say you fucking her. Is she happy? Did she or I'm afraid to pull my dick out when it's soft? What is this? Like all of this shit that's running through your fucking head, right? And it's hard to turn off. I get it. But if you find yourself changing your behavior based off of what she feels, you care too much. If you find yourself dramatically changing who you are based off of what she feels, you care too much. That's how come I always know a nigga that care too much when he talk about, oh man, I know how to make a bitch come, or I eat a bitch pussy good. Bro, are you eating her pussy because you enjoy eating pussy? Because there's some pussies that's out there that just so pretty and smell so good. I'm like, damn, I want to taste this pussy. You know what I mean? But as soon as I'm tired of tasting that pussy, I'm done. Like, I'm not going to stay longer than what I wanted to taste it for. Like, you know what I mean? In some situations, I've ate a bitch out for 10 seconds. Because the pussy just was so pretty. I said, man, let me lick on this motherfucker real quick. Lick on it about 2 seconds. That's just what the fuck I felt like doing. I was just feeling freaky that motherfucking day. You feel me? I'm just going to... I'm gonna be 100% honest. You know what I mean? Because a lot of guys that be telling you never eat pussy, never do this, never do this, never do this, never do this. At the end of the day, bro, do you want a life that's enjoyable for yourself, or you want a life listening to what another man tell you? That is automatically submissive behavior. You feel me? That is automatically submissive behavior. I'm not telling you guys do everything the fuck I do and how I do it and whatever the case is. You can make your own little formula. But what I'm trying to get you to understand is, be who the fuck you are so that you have a more fulfilling fucking life. You know what I mean? You're the one that got to wake up in your body as you as a human being every fucking day. Don't you think it would be more enjoyable if you enjoyed your fucking life? Don't you think it would be more enjoyable if you actually enjoyed your life? Not trying to make your life look like you enjoy it. Because I know people on Instagram look like they enjoy the fuck out of their life, and they are miserable as fuck. Because they're going for the image, right? For example, you'll get a guy that be like, oh, lifestyle, man, my lifestyle's so nice, man. I travel with my friends, I do this and blah, blah, blah. But then you get to know the guy, you realize the friends he travel with, he don't even like them motherfuckers. To get the Instagram shots, he taking himself out of the environment. He not enjoying it just so he can get a perfect shot and the perfect thing so he can post and blah, blah. You know what I mean? The people he's surrounding himself with don't bring him up, they bring him down. You feel me? So this motherfucker is actually living a life of misery just to show people that he's living a life that he's happy. That's what I call fake happiness. Me personally, I don't like a lot of people for real. Like, it's people that want to be friends with me that I don't want. Like, it's niggas that hit me up, be like, bro, let's go out, let's go out, let's go out. I be like, nah, I'm good. I don't want to go out with you, motherfucker, because I know your ass don't listen. You feel me? Like, if I tell your ass not to come in this set with me, I want to go on this bitch alone, and I'm talking to the bitch, and I see your motherfucking ass next to me, and I'm like, didn't I tell your motherfucking ass let me handle this alone? You know, you look like you need my help. I have to help. No, see, that's why I don't go out with your motherfucking ass. Now you see why. You don't listen. Me being around you is bringing down my quality of life. So I'm not the nigga that need a whole lot of motherfuckers. I go out alone. But that's what I like to do, because that's what makes me motherfucking happy. And yeah, I know I sound like a motherfucking modern day bitch. I wasn't happy. No, motherfucker, I'm speaking fucking facts for real. Because them bitches be talking about being happy, and then they be crying, talking about something they left a good man. And blah, blah, blah. Bitch, are you really happy, or you just fucking going through emotional fucking roller coasters every goddamn day? You feel me? Like, you can't say that you left the motherfucker so that you can be happy just for you to be crying that you left the motherfucker. Like, that don't make no motherfucking sense. 9 times out of 10, the decisions that I make, they are truly decisions that I can sleep at night with. Everything that I tell you guys on the channel, whatever the case, I can sleep at night. A motherfucker can break down every one of my videos talking shit about me, and I can say, I know what my mindset was when I made those videos. I can handle the backlash. I can still go to sleep happy, because I know that my me being happy is helping motherfuckers understand the truth so that they can live a better life. And I think the world in general would be better if everybody was fucking happy. You know what I mean? Because me dealing with a lot of girls, one thing that you need to understand about women is women actually like being whores, for real. Whether you believe it or not. That's why I'm not the boundaries guy. I'm not the one that's gonna put hard boundaries on the bitch, whatever the case is, because I understand, talking to my rotation bitches, they enjoy being whores, bro. Like, this excites them. Like, I know some whores for real that are happy for real. Like, what I know some of you niggas like, no whore would ever be happy. Some bitches just like being in situationships. They like that more than a relationship. Some bitches, they like situationships. They like, that's why for the main bitch, you gotta pick the right one. Some bitch do not like waking up next to the same man every fucking day. They do not fucking like it. Like, for example, me as a guy. Now, guys and girls are different, but sometimes guys and girls have some similarities. My personality, I like a main bitch. I like stability in that aspect, but I also like to spice it up with another bitch every now and again. That's me being 100% honest. Everything goes up after that too. Let's say I have let's say I get some new pussy or some shit, or I add a new bitch to the rotation. My work get better, my fucking videos get better, my happiness go, everything go. I don't really see much of a fucking downside. If I had to look at the pros and cons of me getting some new pussy, I'd be like, damn, it ain't really much cons to it. A motherfucker work, I wake up better the next day. I get my workout in a little bit better. I do everything just a little, the work go a little bit smoother. Everything just a little bit motherfucking better. You get what I'm trying to say? So if you ever find yourself questioning yourself based off of what the girl would think and not moving to the beat of your own drum, you care too much. Even simple shit like, do I make enough money for this chick? I used to have a friend that be like, damn, man, I want to talk to that girl, but she look expensive. He used to always say that shit. I'd be like, what the fuck are you talking about, nigga? Who gives a fuck? Bro, for every bitch that get money out of a nigga who took her on a coffee date is fucking her raw. So just keep that in the back of your mind. For every bitch that can get money out of a nigga, there's a nigga who took her on a coffee date fucking her raw. So, or took her out for a drink. Another thing too, and this probably gonna be my last thing, is you care too much about the first date. If you like to get drinks with chicks, don't try to switch it up with a bitch that you think need a 5-star dinner. If you just like to go out and get a drink with a bitch, don't be like, oh, she don't seem like she'll go for that, man. I'm gonna ask her out to this 5-star dinner. That seemed more of her type. That's also caring too fucking much. Because you too worried about what the fuck she wanna do. This the way I look at it. Bitch, if I'm paying, I'm picking. If I want to get a drink with you, bitch, I want to get a drink with you. It was a time where, you know, I'll take a bitch out for sushi or some shit, but the reason I'm taking a bitch out for sushi because I be like, damn, I'm really craving sushi. And I hit a bitch up and I be like, hey, spontaneous, but you want to get sushi? Because I just want to get it with a bad bitch. You feel me? But that's because I'm feeling that for that. I'm not saying she seemed like the type of bitch need a 5-star dinner. I'm gonna give her a 5-star dinner. No, motherfucker. I'm gonna get a drink with that bitch. Or I'm gonna get ice cream with that bitch. I'm the one paying for the shit. So, motherfucker, I'm gonna pick what the fuck I want to do. You know what I mean? I'm the one footing the bill. And guess what? If the bitch say no, I'm gonna be honest with you. If I ask the bitch out for a drink of ice cream and this bitch say, can we go here instead? I've never had a positive experience with a bitch. I've never fucked that bitch, nothing. I've never had a bitch tell me what she want to do and I did it and then anything positive ever came out of that situation. Maybe you have. I don't fucking know. I just know from my fucking point of view, if a bitch turn down my idea and give me a worse fucking idea, or give me an idea where she need to be pampered or over the top, or she only go to 5-star restaurants and all this bullshit, I've never, even footing that big ass bill, I've never had a great experience with that bitch. Nothing long term. You feel me? And sometimes you even do get the pussy and it ain't the best pussy. Like, the bitch want to tell you what, like, if she start out telling you what she want to do, she gonna end telling you what she want to do. She gonna tell you with everything. She gonna tell you how she want to be fucked. She gonna tell you all kind of shit. I remember one bitch I was fucking, I had to tell this bitch to shut up 5 times, bro. I'm like, shh. This bitch like, you're crazy. You're crazy. Oh, you're so fucking crazy. Oh my God. Like, why are you telling me to shut up? Shh. I'm like, you throwing me off. You throwing me off. And then she's just like, oh my God, I never had a man do that. I'm like, hey, you feel me? Put her hand on my thing. She grabbing it. She go in my pants and she just like, oh, you're not wearing any underwears? I'm like, shh, shut the, cause I don't wear underwear when I go out. I'm just gonna be 100% honest. If I go out, I'm always expecting to get my fucking dick sucked. Take a good clean shower. I wear whatever the fuck I'm wearing, comfortable fucking shit, with no fucking drawers underneath that bitch. I'm gonna be serious, bruh. I feel like I'm ready to get a blowjob any fucking time. So then she's like, you don't wear underwear? You're crazy. You're fucking crazy. I'm like, shh, you throwing me off. And she's like, are you drunk? Are you high? Why aren't you hard? Why aren't you hard? I'm like, you throwing me off. Just, you get me hard. Like, you know what I mean? Like, why you keep fucking talking? Now, I ended up getting hard. She didn't, and I noticed with this bitch, she didn't want to suck no dick. All she wanted to do was give me a hand job. She didn't want to kiss me on my lips, but she was kissing me on my neck, and she let me kiss her cheek and all this shit. And after this bitch gave me a hand job and I nutted, she didn't want the nut on her hand and shit. And then I'm like, after all of that shit, all that crazy, all that talking, I'm like, damn, bro, why you acting like that? She's just like, you know, I usually don't do this stuff because I have a boyfriend. Bitch, how you let me get this far with you and you had a boyfriend, bitch? Just to be a weird bitch. Just to be a fucking weird little bitch talking about I'm crazy, I'm all this shit, don't want to fucking suck the dick but want to jack it, don't want to fucking kiss me on my lips but want to kiss me on my cheek, just being all weird just to fucking tell me you had a boyfriend. Bro, I'm like, bro, that was, you could have told me that shit up front. She's like, no, I thought you was attractive, but like I didn't know it was gonna get here. I thought we were just gonna like hang out and stuff. Baby girl, anytime if you find a guy attractive and he hanging out alone with you, what the fuck you think we finna do? Play patty cake? So I hope you guys understand where I'm coming from in this video, man. I'm gonna cut the video short right there. At the end of the day, bro, stop caring so fucking much, bro. Your life will be a lot better. And with that being said, I'm out. Peace.